Why isn't Puerto Rico a state? Well, the short answer is that Puerto Rico hasn't decided if it wants to be a state. For example, Puerto Rico's two main political parties advocate for different positions on the question of statehood. One political party wants statehood, and the other political party wants to keep the status quo, which is Puerto Rico as an unincorporated commonwealth of the United States with self-governance. And then, of course, there's a third, very small political party that advocates for independence. Stateside, multiple American presidents have advocated for doing whatever the people of Puerto Rico decide they want to do on the question of statehood. But that's not actually how it works. Puerto Rico would need congressional authorization to become a state. There are significant hurdles to congressional authorization. For example, should Puerto Rico become a state, it would be the poorest state in the Union, poorer even than Mississippi. Second, Puerto Rico has a very serious debt problem, which is a problem we seem to share in common. The United States would have to take on that debt. And then third, pure partisan politics. Would Puerto Rico enter as a Republican or a Democrat-dominated state? Meaning, would the Senate gain 2 new Republican or 2 new Democratic senators, and is the other party okay with that? So what are the benefits to Puerto Rico? Well, first, it's important to remember that residents of Puerto Rico are U.S. citizens, but they're not fully enfranchised, meaning they don't have any voting representatives in Congress, no members of the Senate, and of course they cannot vote in presidential elections, though they can participate in presidential primaries. All of those things would be granted. They would also have access to full federal funding for things like healthcare, which they don't have right now, though they pay in a great deal. And finally, they would have a huge economic boost.